Well, this is proved to be incredibly difficult to do. I'm trying to just create some sort of YouTube channel where I don't know, I can speak my mind about things, I can talk about stuff, sort of how my life has been, and hopefully sort of like other people out there might, get some sort of guidance from it. But it is just really, really difficult. Like, I've never done anything like this before. Um, and just speaking into a camera, I mean, it's just like weird. It's just such a strange thing to do, and it's completely alien to me right now. However, I I need to get past this barrier of actually talking to a camera, sort of talking to people out there. Maybe like I say, giving some sort of good advice or advice, maybe. Um, it's been watching people like Hamza, people like Andrew Tate. I know it's quite controversial, but I think he's got some good messages. Um, and also, sort of, I've just started looking at that man Gadzhi. Uh, yeah, it's difficult to say. Sort of like I'm not young. I'm a bit older, and I just feel, I don't know. Sort of recently, things have sort of dawned on me, things that I didn't really know before, and it sort of, I was sort of like blissfully ignorant, and I just thought I could go through life just sort of doing what I was doing, and everything will be fine. I'd find happiness and love and sort of, money and things like that. And it's kind of just dawned on me that sort of like the life that I was leading isn't really 100% what I wanted. And like I say, it's only been in the last, probably about the last year, where some truths have really hit home, and I've been thinking to myself like, oh shit, is this sort of like the life that I want? And it's actually sort of like scared me a little bit. Like, when I say sort of the life that I want, do I want this sort of like 9 to 5, or for me at least at the moment, 8 till 4, where you're working 5 days to get 2 days at the weekend. Um, it's just, I suppose I'm after probably what a lot of people usually want is some sort of like financial freedom. To some degree, I kind of have a bit of that at the moment. Not not completely, just sort of like a little bit. I'm probably not in the same boat as most people, which I'm thankful for. Um, I had to I had to work in some rough conditions to be able to sort of like get into that position. But I am grateful for that. But yeah, it it sort of terrifies me. Sort of like just leading, I don't know, just like I say like just a normal life. But I think part of it is it's because I have travelled and I've worked abroad for a good few years, and I really enjoyed doing that. And I've come back to my home country and my home city, and I thought I was ready to just settle for a normal life, house, find someone, fall in love, get married, all that sort of thing. And like I say, sort of, I'll probably go into it in more details, if I do more videos and stuff like that. But let's just say, sort of like something sort of has dawned on me, and I'm just like, do I really want to live just sort of like a more mediocre life? And I'm not saying I want to be like a movie star or a musician. Believe me, I'm not talented in that way. But I just suppose something a little bit more different, a bit more interesting, but something where I have a bit more freedom. I suppose one of the over the years, one of the difficulties I've had, I used to be more of an extrovert, and I've become, as I've got older, I've become more an introvert for some reasons that, like I say, in future videos I'll probably go into. But I sort of shut myself away from the world for sort of like I kind of hid myself away because I had sort of a complexion about myself. And it's only been in recent years that I've actually started to get that sort of under control. Like I said, I'll probably go into more detail in more videos. But yeah, it's when this sort of like this realization dawned on me, I turned to sort of obviously YouTube, and sort of one person that has popped up a few times, and I kind of like his message. I think he's got generally a good message and positive sort of vibe for, especially for young people. Like I say, I'm a bit older, so I might have, missed the bus possibly a little bit, missed the train. But yeah, I think it's Hamza. He's got some good points, some good videos, interesting insights into things. And on one of his videos, he says, even though I watched it a good probably month and a half ago, in the video he was like, basically, right, get your phone now, make a video and just post it. It'll be a load of crap, but just do it, and then try and do it each week at the same time. Try and do it each week, and even though he said to do it right there and then, it's sort of like it's taken me about 4 or 5 weeks to actually muster up the courage to actually do it. So yeah, I suppose I just want to try and create something where I post content, but rather than I'm not coming from a position of sort of any authority, at least not yet. See, I like to think of this as more of a work in progress, and possibly sort of do videos as I try to grow. I think which is similar to probably what Hamza did when he first started doing videos. Obviously just started posting things that he's up to, and what have you, and then it's grown from there. So I kind of hope to potentially do something similar and see where it leads, and hopefully over time I'll get more used to talking on a camera, more used to hearing my voice, because I kind of really don't like the sound of my voice, and other people might not like it. I'm sure people who don't will leave a nice comment. I'm going to be posting this. I think I'm going to post this. I did at one point attempt to create a YouTube automation channel based around dating and health and motivation and things like that. And I was creating videos all by myself, like writing up scripts, getting stock footage and sandwiching it all together, putting like a voice over the top of it. And I was doing that, and I was getting into it, but it was. And I've still got some of those videos on my computer that I haven't even uploaded. But it was very, very difficult to do on your own. It's true with YouTube automation. I think the key is outsourcing the work. And for that, obviously, you need some funds to start off with it. So I think it's something that can be done. And I think if you've got some funds to one side and you can afford to do it, it might be worth looking into. But it's something that you can't go into half-assed. You'd have to give it your all. And like I say, I was doing it. It was a lot of work. I was having to juggle my normal job as well as going to the gym and other things. And I was tired, and plus I was like working on my new house at the time as well. And trying to do all these things, it was just too much, sort of thing. And so I kind of put it on a back burner to come back to. But then this is when I thought maybe doing just like a normal YouTube channel with my beautiful face. But yeah, what I'm going to be doing is posting these onto the YouTube automation channel, but I'll change the name to something else. Can't think of one at the moment. Start upping videos. What's prompted me to create a video just now, though, what's actually sort of tipped it, I was watching the Iman Gadzhi video, the recent one that is put up like today. It was today. I broke the code on how to get rich. Here's how. And he talks about like 3 keys. Anyway, like the last thing that he said to do was to do one of these personality tests. So I after that was done, I just nipped onto my phone and did one of these tests. What did I do? I did it with 16 personalities. I don't know if they're any good, I'm not sure. But I did it with them, and apparently I'm an advocate. And I am the an advocate INFJ. I just can't remember what that was now. An introvert.
A few moments later.
So yeah, I found it. So I am, my personality, according to this, the questions that I filled in, I'm an advocate. And I am an INFJ, which, if I have a look here, means I am introverted, intuitive, feeling and judging personality traits. yeah, I went through sort of what it had to say about them. Apparently, it's one of the rarest ones. So I don't know if it means I'm special, maybe. But it was quite on the money, to be honest. Some of the things that it was saying, especially sort of like the strengths and weaknesses, relationships and my friendships and things like that. it was pretty much on the money. So I'm gonna wait till the next video from a man, which I think is Wednesday, and see what else he has to say. Pardon me. So, yeah, at this moment in time, I'll try and up some videos every so often. Try and get something going. Like I said, I think it's going to be just like a work in progress. I'm going to try to implement certain things in my life. Like there's loads of things that I really want to try and do, and I've always sort of struggled with them. You know, like I'd like to do meditation because like my mind just goes like all the time. It's like I always joke like it's 24/7, and it's probably one of the reasons why I do struggle sleeping. The last several years, I've had bouts of insomnia, which is a nightmare, which really affects sort of your day-to-day life. So I'll try to go into that a little bit more. I go, like I mentioned, I go to the gym. I do train. I was actually training before anybody before I realised it was sort of a thing to do. I've been doing it for years. Sort of like mainly calisthenics, but with like free weights thrown in. So yeah, this video is probably absolute rubbish. Well, it is absolute rubbish. If you've lasted this far watching, I do appreciate it. Sorry, I think my computer's just having a moment. So yeah, see where it goes, see what happens. Hopefully I'll do more videos, hopefully I'll get better, and hopefully people will watch and I can connect with some people. I'm sure there's people out there that are in similar positions to me that just sort of like just fed up. It's like a veil's been lifted off, from the front of your eyes, and you sort of like, before you were sort of like just clouded and just going through life, not really caring. As long as you had food and you're watching stupid TV programs, you had things distracting you. You were sort of like happy, but it's like this veil's just been lifted, and you sort of think to yourself, "Wow, there's more out there, and I want to strive for more." But particularly when it comes to finance and money, it's difficult to do a lot of these things, and so you start thinking, "Hang on, well, what can I do? What can I do to sort of like break free from the shackles of day-to-day life, where I do have a bit more freedom, financial freedom, where I can maybe create some sort of like passive income." So it's why I've just started looking into it a little bit more. But like I say, as I do more and more videos, I try and go into more and more stuff, like about me, my background, things that I've done, things that have sort of like influenced me and set me on certain paths and changed the way I thought, things that have held me back. things that have helped me grow, that sort of stuff. So that will all come in hopefully future videos if I can muster up the courage to get in front of the camera again. So yes, I'll leave it at that for now because it's almost time for me to go to bed. So like I say, if you've watched it this far, I appreciate you taking the time and sticking with it. Hopefully, if you want to subscribe and if you want to try and support me with like comments and stuff like that, go for it. I don't expect anything, so but if you do, that would be really nice. Okay, see you later.